Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Amber Campbell. I am an author and a freelance editor. Today I want to talk about author marketing, specifically Instagram boosted posts. So today is day one of my 7-day boosted marketing campaign to get more ARC readers for my upcoming book, Missed Arrows. And so, here's the pretty one. But anyway, and I wanted to kind of highlight that. I didn't have any ARC readers for my first collection of poetry that came out in September, so I wanted to try this out and let you guys know how it works. I have a very small budget. It's $6 over the course of 7 days, so $42. And I want to break down the stats each day as we go and see whether it was a good investment to actually get more ARC readers from someone who is a brand new published author. So to get started, because my budget is really small, they estimated that about 1,600 to 6,000 users on Instagram would see the post. And so for the end of the first 24 hours, I've got 430 impressions. From there, we had 11 profile clicks. From there, we had 6 link clicks. I am not sure if this is simply the Learn More button that takes you to my link tree, or if this is specifically the link tree itself. I'm not really sure what the difference might be, but I can tell you from there, I have had one submitted application for the ARC readership. And I will say also, there is no cap on the number of ARC readers I'm having. This is my first time going at it. If I get one, great. If I get 100 people are going to be reading it. So, just trying to reach as many people as possible. And right now that's coming out to 62 cents of my budget is going towards each click at this rate that we're going. I imagine maybe if I had more clicks, it'd be higher. That's all I can figure. Unless they're going to maximize the use of that, then maybe that's where they'll reach the 6,000 because they're pushing it out more. But my demographics for this were 18 to 34-year-old females in the United States. And this is for the keywords. I did anything poetry, fiction, book, Kindle related. We did romance because it's heartbreak, love poetry. I think I might have done about 20 different keywords. If I've got a screenshot of it, I will go ahead and put it up now. Just trying to hit everything to reach the largest demographic I could. After I had done everything, that's when it told me that my amount was in the great category, so the very center. So I should be hitting a niche enough market that they can still hit a few thousand people, which was my goal. I set it just for the United States, again, to get a little bit more niche. And out of that, so far, the first day, I know my biggest ones have been California, Texas, Ohio, for whatever reason. And then you have 2 other states. I'll go ahead and show them up there as well. I haven't looked at that, except for the first time I saw it. But those are my rates so far. My rates? Those are my stats so far. And I will update you day by day as this goes. See if this is something worth doing, if this is something I want to do again with my next book, if I want to go a different way with it. And yeah, just bringing you on my journey as I learn Instagram marketing. Guys, okay, it is the results of day 2 of my boosted Instagram post to get ARC readers. I am very, very happy with these results so far. And much better than the first time that I did it. And actually, the first time that I tried Instagram Boost, I think I mentioned it before. It's like back in like August or September to announce my book. Pretty much got nowhere. But let's just go into the numbers because that's the most exciting part. And I'm going to put them up on screen as well for screenshots. However, so yesterday we were at 430 impressions. We've now hit 1,200 impressions, which I think is fantastic for 48 hours for someone who has 200 followers. We've also seen 35 profile clicks, which have converted, I think, so far into 1 Instagram follower, and then 20 site clicks. And this is the coolest part. We have 9 ARC reader applications in, which I am super, super stoked about. Now, it says 11. 1 is a test that I did with my other account, just to make sure it could go through and see how it came up on my end. And then the second one is my best friend, who, yes, she's an ARC reader, but she also was another test one to see how it comes up on her end to make sure that, you know, the questions were working on both sides, all that kind of good stuff. So really, we have 9 actual ARC reviewers for 2 days, which, again, I think I don't know if I mentioned this. I was hoping for 10. So the fact that we have 9 after 2 days makes me think, okay, if we go ahead and go the full 7 days, can we get like 30 or 40? And then here's another question for my authors out there. I've had, I would say about 70% of them to the questions I have. Like the questions are, do you read poetry? Yes, sometimes, or no. And then, do you like modern poetry, the style, like Rupi Kaur, Atticus, and June Bates? Yes, sometimes, depends on the poet, which I know it does, or no. I've had some people answer either sometimes, and I think somebody even answered no. Should I send them my manuscript? Like, I'm not sure. Should I send them the ARC? Because, it's like saying, oh, hey, I write young adult, and somebody comes along, oh, I only read nonfiction about neurological things, but yeah, I'll be an ARC reviewer. Oh, I don't usually read this, so it's not, I don't really like it. I don't want to get those reviews. Bethany Atazada, Mandy Lynn have both touched on this in regards to NetGalley, where their manuscripts were open to every reader. So I'm not sure. This doesn't even close till January 3rd. Sorry, I don't know why I abbreviated it when I'm speaking. So when this video goes up, it will still be open. So if you want to be an ARC reader, the link will be down below. But let me know, all my authors, in the comments, should I be selective in the ones who have applied? Should I send it to everybody because I'm still a newbie? Let me know, okay? We'll check back in tomorrow. Alright, you guys, we're on day 3 of my Instagram marketing experiment to get more ARC readers. We are moving along fantastically, so let's dive right into the numbers. So far, we've had 2,200 impressions, we've had 59 profile clicks, we've had 34 site clicks, which is averaging my price out to be about 55 cents per click. At this point, I believe we spent around $19 of the $42 budget. And most excitedly, we have 15 ARC applications. Remember, 2 of them are my test one and my best friend's test. So of those 17, sorry, dog is going crazy. We have 15 ARC applications. So again, still posing the question, I've now had 2 of those 15 who really weren't into poetry. But I'm also thinking maybe it'd be good to have them in just because it's a smaller pool regardless. But I am really happy with where we're going. I might even cut this early just to save a little bit of money because I'm including this budget cost as part of the original publishing cost of the book because it's happening before release day. So this book cost me $130 to publish and produce. So if we add the 42, we're around $172. If we can make that any lower just to earn back costs faster, that would be great. Also, remember, the ebook is on sale for 99 cents until release day. And the paperback is currently $10.99. So if you want to go ahead, pre-order it. If you want to sign up to be an ARC reader, as I said, when this video goes live, it will still be open up until January 3rd or 2nd. Double check me on that. But if you want to go ahead and grab your ebook copy, it is 99 cents. And I've got that as the promotional price. So... But no, I'm really excited, and we will see if maybe by the end of day 4, if I actually just go ahead and end this experiment because I'm getting really great results, or if we keep going to see if maybe we can hit 30 or 40 ARC readers. So, you guys. Big dreams. I'ma do big things. You see me on the big screen. All right, you guys. It is now day 4 of my Instagram boosted post for ARC readers experiment, and I am very happy to announce. I'm going to jump straight to it. We have 20 ARC readers, and that is insane. I'm so grateful to everyone who signed up. This is going to be amazing. As I've mentioned, I did not get a single ARC reader for the ones. It was my first time publishing, self-publishing, and so I wanted to just focus on the publishing process itself. So overall, firstly, I know I said I was going to do it for 7 days, but after 4 days, I have 20 ARC readers signing up. That seems like more than enough for me to learn the ropes first without, having it be a negative experience for these readers, because I'm hoping that if the ones who enjoy it will be ARC readers for the next time around. So I spent a total of $23.40. The image you're going to see on the screen of the screenshot, it says I think 25 cents or something. After it was actually finalized, it was $23.40. Not bad to get 20 readers who have agreed to be ARC readers. So overall, we had 2,878 impressions, 72 profile clicks, 43 website clicks, and that came out to be 54 cents a click. So what I'm seeing is that half the people who ended up clicking signed up. So going by that rule, is half of them leave a review, we can hope for around 10. If we go by rule of thirds, we're looking more probably 6 or 7 leaving reviews. But pair that with, I've got my best friend who's always an ARC reader for me, and then I've got some colleagues from school. So add those together, I should have 10 reviews by the end of the first week, which is what my goal is for this project. So, and the reason I'm adding impressions on there is so that you can see if maybe this is something you want to try out for ARC reviewers. Again, you don't have to have a huge, insane budget for this. Like I said, I got 20 ARC reviewers for a little over $1 each. I think that's fantastic for me, having only 200 followers on Instagram. Also, the impressions is really good because that tells you how much Instagram's actually pushing it for you once you put in that money. And I believe that 43 site visits for $23, that's not bad either. I did limit it to the United States and female users on the Instagram app because this is poetry written by a woman about exes. I really wasn't trying to aim for guys because I don't think that's my ideal reader for this collection. First one, sure, guys and girls, that's fine. This one, not so much. But let me go ahead and dive into the questions that I actually had on the form for them. So these questions, a lot of them came from Mandy Lynn and Bethany Atazada, as well as some of the other indie authors I've signed up for to be ARC readers for their work. So there were 6 main questions outside of name and email. It was 1, where are you posting the review? My options were Goodreads, Amazon, social media, so Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, that kind of thing, and then video, TikTok, or YouTube. And then I think I had an other for like bloggers, things like that. I don't think I had anybody click on other. I'll have to go back and check. But pretty much everybody said Goodreads except for 1 or 2. Half of them said Amazon, which I thought was interesting. I'm not sure if that's because of a delay thing. They can post it on Goodreads as soon as they're finished, but then later they have to post to Amazon. But whenever I've done it, I've just copy and pasted from Goodreads to Amazon, so I don't see why that would be an issue. And then quite a few of them did social media as well, which I'm hoping will result in more followers on Instagram so I can reach more readers for the next poetry collections coming out. Secondly, the question, do you enjoy poetry? Oddly enough, I did not get 100% yeses on this answer, which was strange. Nobody said no, because that was also an option, but some of them said mostly, or sometimes. And so I was like, okay, let's keep going here. And then I got to more of the specific poetry question of, do you like modern poetry? And I specifically listed 3 poets who I thought were close to me. One's an indie, technically another one's an indie, went traditional, and the other one's traditional. So I tried to cover all my bases there. And most of them did say yes, and some of them said mostly again. And so I'm wondering if that's due to more of the, because I did put Ruby Carr in there, and so I wonder if maybe that's just individuals who don't like her work, because as much as I loved Milk and Honey, the Sun and Her Flowers, I think is what it's called, that one, I noticed right away that there were repetitions of poems, and a lot of people complain about that, saying that her 3 works of poetry are just repeated works. And again, she was self-published, so the success that she's seen, I think, is fantastic. I don't think her poetry is perfect. I don't think any poetry is perfect, but I have to give her credit for the success that she's had in the genre of poetry that she's had. And then 4th, can you read a review by February 16th? That is the Friday of release week. It's coming out on Tuesday, the 13th, but I wanted to give them time. I don't want to just blast them on the release day and say, hey, go do this right now. They are unpaid. I would just like it up in the first couple days. That way, by the weekend, I would love, like I said, 10 in the first week, but if we can do it by the weekend, I think that would help push the sales and push it more in the Amazon algorithm. And then 5th, do you understand that this is an ARC? There could be typos, there could be things changed. That's a standard ARC question. Everyone said yes to that. And then, of course, the cherry on top, do not share this with anybody. Do you understand? Everyone said yes. So my only thing here is I'm wondering if I should still send out the book to the readers who answered mostly, to whether they even like poetry. Because on the one hand, they're signing up to be an ARC reader. So it's like, okay, if they don't like it, odds are they may just not write a review, which, you know, I understand not writing a review because you didn't like something. And I also understand writing a review if something wasn't to your taste but was well written, because I've left reviews like that. I usually leave 3-star reviews on books where I'm like, I loved the story, but the writing needed work, or did not enjoy the story, but I have to give credit where credit is due. This was well written and well edited, and this is just, it's a craft piece. It's really good. So those are 2 instances where a 3-star review, absolutely okay, because that's just showing more opinion. If so, I would never give a 2 or 1-star review. For me, if I'm giving something that low, I'm just not going to finish it. It's going to be DNF'd. And I don't believe in rating DNF'd books because I did not give it the time to actually go through the entire story. But I know, to each reviewer their own. Like I said, I'm kind of anticipating 6 people leaving reviews. If I get more, fantastic. I don't anticipate all 20 leaving reviews, just because all 20 said they don't really love poetry all the time. So I wouldn't want them to feel pressured. I also did put a trigger warning in there because there is strong language, and there is mentions of spicy things. It's not erotic at all. It says that on the freaking, genre. If you go on Amazon, this is love and erotica. It is not erotica, it's the love part. But there is no love poetry without the erotica part, and I'm like, this is stupid. But that it is what it is. So there's nothing erotic on the page. It's spicy in what it alludes to. There is strong language. There's F-bombs in there. And so I did mention that as well and said, if that bothers you in any way and you do not want to finish reading it, please just let me know. You do not have to finish it. Because the last thing I want is someone to leave me a 1-star review and says, oh, there was the F word in it and I wasn't comfortable. Yeah, please don't read it if you're not comfortable with that. But otherwise, that's kind of everything. We're going to see how this works. I did use Draft to Digital to create the EPUB and PDF files. This is published on Amazon Kindle Unlimited, so it won't be on Draft Digital in the wide distribution. But for those who don't know, you can use Draft Digital just to create those EPUB, MOBI, and PDF files for free without actually publishing the work. So fantastic way to get more of the file conversions if you need it at no cost to you. But that was my fantastic experience with Instagram Boosts. I will definitely be using this for the next collection. I might expand it so it only runs 3 or 4 days, but with more money on it. And then I might add in mails just because it is going to be not a romantasy sort of kind of collection of poetry, if you will. But again, nearly 3,000 impressions, 20 ARC reviewers. I couldn't have asked for anything more, quite honestly. I think that's a great experience. So let me know if you guys have used Instagram to get ARC readers or beta readers, anything like that. If you have had other apps be successful. The only reason I didn't do BookFunnel and Story Origin, things like that, is just because they cost money, and I'm trying to go the route where I learn what the heck I'm doing. Later on, we can use assistance, but right now I actually want to see the process through, understand it completely, and so that I can see it from all the angles. So, and that's the lovely dog wanting to come in. So, without further ado, thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments down below what your experiences have been. If you liked the video, hit that like button, subscribe, share, all the clicky button things, and I will see you guys all next week. Bye.
There was once a day that I would pray for you. I'd go and misbehave just so you'd notice too. Sneaking looks up and down from across the room.